toast to their career.
The perfect combination, boy.
Hemp hard. Legends in the South.
This is sports fans' only home for the hottest sports show around. These guys are on fire.
You're now listening to KJ and Sean Mack. Now let's talk some damn sports.
Thanks for tuning in. Sports Fans Only Boxing. I'm C. Anthony. Today's title, Canelo will knock out Jermell Charlo. That's not an immediate fight, but I consider that to be a future mega fight. So we're going to talk about that. That's my honest opinion. That's the way I feel. I'm not saying, not going to say anything else. I'm going to just get right into it. So to talk about this fight, I have to, I have to bring up Tony Harrison. Coffee, cream, no sugar. All right, so I got to bring up Tony Harrison. What about Tony Harrison? So he fought Charlo twice. I'm first to say that I think Jermell was robbed in the first fight. Second fight, we know what happened. That ended with a KO. But he gave him problems. Why? Harrison, stiff jab, one of the best jabs in the game. At the same time, the right hand, laser sharp. The only thing with him is his chin is it's soft like a Milky Way on a hot day. It just don't stand up. So I guess with that being said, I'll say that I think Canelo has the number one skill set in the sport. I'm not saying he can beat everybody. Maybe he can, maybe he can't. But I think the best skill set. And one of the reasons is he's a pupil of Floyd Mayweather. That's the way I look at it. Floyd took him to school. Canelo went home. He did his homework. He studied. And now he's on 10. What I mean by that is on a video game, it's going to be hard to beat Canelo, and in real life, it's going to beat Canelo. I know that a lot of people are going to say Canelo ducked a lot of fighters. I'm not saying he ducked or not. I'll put it out there. He was at 154, went to 160, went to 168, contemplated going up to maybe cruiserweight. So I'm not here to talk about that. I'm talking about this fight is going to happen. We always think we're not going to get the big fight, but then we get the big fight. You know, I remember I thought Gennady Golovkin 5 years ago, I said he was going to knock out Canelo. And then in the fight, it's the first time I saw Gennady Golovkin actually show respect to another human being. I want to say, I think Gennady won the first fight. I'm not here to talk about that, but the respect level was there. So with that being said, that's one of the reasons I say that. And in life, sometimes we want something. We can't have it. And sometimes we just not ready. You know, new puppy, fast car, 3 women. Sometimes you're just not ready for it. So with that being said, you know, you put somebody in the corner who you perceive to be coward, and sometimes you don't know what you're going to get. So you got to be ready. On the playground, I've seen plenty of bullies on the ground fighting from the bottom, you know, trying to make it happen. Just wasn't working. So I'm going to talk about the skill set. I'm going to go through the checklist. Just to be said, I think Canelo should fight at 160. I'm going to go through the quick checklist real quick. So slippery defense. Canelo got it. He's slippery in the middle of the ring. He hard to hit. On the ropes, he hard to hit. On the ropes, he's still dangerous. Counter check hook, uppercut, deadly. I'm going to go down my checklist. Great jab. Best counterpuncher. Best combinations. He might walk Jermell down in this fight. Body shots, people. First, I want to talk about Jermell just a little bit. Biggest heart in the game. Him and his brother, they like tiger and a lion. They want smoke with anybody and everybody, any given time, any place. So I want to say this. Canelo can get rocked and put to sleep by Jermell. But I want to say that's easier said than done. The skill set is there. I also want to say Jermell has the gas tank and heart checklist. But we all heard this before. You know, skills pay the bills. Per Mr. Money Mayweather. And I want to say this, Jermell, powerful, but a lot of loopy, winging punches, to me, that spells knockout, uppercut from Canelo, dangerous. I want to say sometimes the best way to get knocked out is trying to knock somebody else out. So that could happen. I want to say Charlo, he's up to the test. He can make it happen. I want to say another thing too. When I take this coffee, If the fight's in the middle of the ring, I think it's gonna look easy for Canelo. And first off, I want to say this might sound flip flop, but I want to say I'm giving you my opinion, non-biased. In this fight, I will root for Charlo. I love the Charlo brothers. We need them in the sport. They bought the drama. They want it with anybody, everywhere, in the ring, out the ring. I like that, but I'm not going with my heart. If I had to bet money on this, I'm definitely gonna go with Canelo. And like I said, stay tuned. More Canelo news coming up soon. I'll give you some my opinions and thoughts on who I think are real dangerous to Canelo. Like I told you, I don't think he's the best, but the counterpunching skills are there, the slippery defense, school of the hard knocks he learned from Mr. Money Mayweather. He was a beast before. Now he's extreme beast. He's on 10. Canelo news. I want to say this also that that's a mega fight, and I will get into more mega fights. I want to discuss a little bit about Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford coming up. And Mexico, stand up. Canelo. Let's do it.
Quick question. Sean Mack here. Do you think the Canelo brothers will ever fight each other?
No.
Not why? Because they're brothers? They choose not to?
Yeah, I would never fight my brother in a boxing match, so I know they wouldn't.
I'll fight you for $100 million.
They wouldn't do it.
Wow.
It's boxing. It's combat. You can't fake combat, so.
True.
No, never.
All right.
Peace.